I mean it, Mom. Either he goes or I go. Thorne is not going anywhere until we sort this out. Fine, you sort it out. But he better be gone when I get back.
Bridget, wait.
Get out of my
Listen,
way!
Look, I don't blame you for being upset. What you walked in on here, it was a shock. I understand that.
No. Thorne, you couldn't begin to understand what I'm feeling right now.
No, I think I can. You're confused, you're disillusioned. Honey, I've been there. And my entire family rejected me. As far as they're concerned, I don't exist anymore, Bridget.
It's not the same.
Don't you see? I chose Brooke over my family, a family that I love. Honey, that's how committed I am to your mother.
Will you please stop talking about my mother that way? It's sickening, Thorne.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you say that, Bridget, because I have no intention of leaving Brooke. Not now, not ever.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hi.
Hey. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure, come in.
Thanks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just, I wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm fine.
You look good.
Thanks.
And, you're obviously feeling better, too.
Yeah, much better.
Good.
So, is that why you came by to check up on me?
Well, actually, now that you're feeling better, I was kind of hoping we could talk and...
I still haven't forgiven your mother, Rick.
How about me?
Are you still defending her?
I'm not defending her, Kimberly. I'm supporting her the same way you supported Macy.
I wouldn't have had to support Macy if your mother would have left her alone.
Okay, look, maybe we shouldn't talk about this right now, all right?
No, Rick, I think that we should. I think it's time that you realize what's going on. Your mother is deceiving you the same way that she deceived Thorne and Macy. And sooner or later, your mother's disgusting behavior, it's gonna infect your entire family.
No, Kimberly, I don't think my mother's relationship with Thorne is disgusting. I think they belong with each other.
No, Rick, no, they don't. They didn't belong together when Macy was alive, and they don't belong together now. It is never going to happen. Your mom and Thorne, they are never going to be together.
Look, Amber, I don't know about this. This judge seems really tough.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm just gonna tell him what happened.
Amber, look around you. Everybody in this courtroom has a lawyer except for us. I really think you ought to reconsider.
You just forget about that. I don't need a lawyer. CJ, I'm not a drug dealer. You know that, and I know that. And as soon as the judge hears what I have to say, he'll know it too.
I hope you're right.
Bailiff, call the next case. Case number 2205, State of California versus Ambrosia Moore. Are you Ambrosia Moore?
Yeah. Yeah, Your Honor, sir.
And you reside at apartment 12, 4150 Jarrett Street.
That's right.
Yes or no, Miss Moore?
Yes.
Would the state's attorney please read the charges for the record?
The defendant is charged on 2 counts: felony possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, and felony possession of a Schedule I synthetic narcotic.
You understand these charges, Miss Moore?
I think so.
Continue, Miss Amaya.
After receiving a call alleging a disturbance at Miss Moore's residence, 2 LAPD officers were dispatched and found a party in progress. They entered the residence and broke up the gathering, after which they discovered 1.5 ounces of marijuana and a bag containing approximately 60 grams of MDMA concealed in the couch.
See, those drugs weren't mine. I'd never seen them before.
The defendant will refrain from addressing the bench.
Okay, sir, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but this whole thing is really just a big mistake. You see, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a mom. That's my little boy back.
Miss Moore?
Well, see, his father and I, we invited these people over there.
Miss Moore, where's your attorney?
My attorney?
You are represented by counsel.
No, see, I thought that I could just explain.
This court hears criminal cases, Miss Moore, not explanations. If you want to be heard, you're going to need a lawyer.
Kimberly, my mother and Thorne are already together. They have been for a while.
Are they living together?
Not yet.
Have they gone out in public?
You know they can't.
Okay, Rick, tell me this. Have you had one family dinner together?
Kimberly, my mother and Thorne's situation is still very complicated. But they are committed to each other.
I see. So it doesn't matter what anybody has to say about this or how many lives they ruin.
What happened to Macy was not
No,
their
you know,
fault.
I am not talking about Macy.
If you're worried about me, don't. Okay, I really am okay with this.
Well, what about Bridget? How do you think that she's going to react to all of this?
Well, she'll be shocked at first, of course, but
Shocked. Her mother is having an affair with her half-brother.
it's not an affair.
Okay, affair, a relationship, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Your little sister, she's never going to accept that.
So that's it? What, you've made up your mind, and if I don't like it, that's just too bad? Is that what you told Stephanie and Dad?
No, I tried to reason with them. I wanted them to accept our relationship, Bridget.
But they couldn't. Doesn't that tell you something? If everyone thinks what you're doing is wrong, it probably is.
Your brother doesn't think that it's wrong.
Well, Rick doesn't live here. It's not going to affect him if Thorne moves in. Sure, he'll have to put up with the jokes and snickering on campus. Maybe he'll even lose a few friends.
Nobody's going to lose any friends.
Well, haven't you? Mom, Thorne's already alienated his family. Do you want that to happen to us?
No, of course not.
Well, then don't do this. Please.
Bridget, I don't think you realize how much Thorne means to me.
I'm your daughter.
Yes, I know. And I love you very much. But I also love Thorne.
As a friend. Not like not like this.
That's what we told each other in the beginning, that it wouldn't work. I couldn't be with another Forrester.
And I certainly never expected to fall in love with your mother.
But we did. We did fall in love, Bridget. And we didn't plan to. It just happened.
That's what Rick said when he got mixed up with Amber. That didn't make it right.
Rick was a teenager. He didn't know what he was getting into. But we knew. We knew the challenges that we had ahead of us. And even though it got difficult, we still didn't give up. And after months and months of struggling with ourselves and our families, we can finally start a life together. A life that is going to include you.
No, it isn't.
Honey, we will do everything we possibly can to help you accept this. But we are not going to put our lives on hold. We've waited long enough.
What are you saying? You're choosing him over me? No! Mom, you can't!
Thorne, I need to talk to Bridget alone.
That's right, Thorne. You don't belong here. Just get out of here. Go!
Miss Moore, you do realize that you do have a right to counsel?
Yes, sir, but I don't think that's going to be necessary.
Well, Miss Moore, you've been charged with two very serious crimes. According to this report, large quantities of marijuana and MDMA were found in your possession.
MDMA? But I thought the policeman said that that was ecstasy.
Enough. One more comment like that and I'll fine you in contempt.
No, I'm telling you the truth, Judge. I didn't know what those pills were. I mean, there was this girl at the party, and she must have had them in her purse.
Objection.
Sustained. Miss Moore, you cannot give testimony until you've been sworn in.
Fine, just give me a Bible and put me on stand. I didn't do anything wrong. I've got nothing to hide.
Your Honor.
Miss Moore, you will not say another word until your attorney is present.
But I told you I don't have one.
But if you cannot afford an attorney, the state will provide one for you.
Well, you see, it's not that I can't afford one. I mean, I have a job, but I thought that we could just talk about this.
2 days continuance.
What's that? Is that like probation?
I'm postponing your case. You have 2 days to hire a lawyer.
Look, can't we just settle this now?
2 days, Miss Moore. And if you dare come back in this courtroom without an attorney, I will fine you in contempt and have you incarcerated. Next case.
If Bridget needs me, I'll be there for her. But right now, I'm more concerned about us.
There is no us anymore.
I still care about you.
I care about you, too.
Then why is there so much tension between us?
I told you, I'm not tense, Rick. I'm fine.
Kimberly, you don't have to pretend with me. If you're hurting, I want to help.
I don't need you to take care of me.
I just don't want you to feel like you're alone.
I'm not.
Because... What? Did you just say that...
I'm not alone.
Are you seeing somebody else? Kimberly.
I think it's best that you go.
What?
Look, Rick, I think it's sweet that you stopped by to see how I'm doing, but I really don't need you to worry about me. Really.
Okay. I guess I'll see you around then.
Goodbye, Rick.
Bye.
Look, Amber, don't worry, okay? It's gonna be all right. We get ourselves a lawyer. It's what we should have done in the first place.
The judge wouldn't listen to me. He thinks that I'm guilty.
This court is now in recess. Court will reconvene at 2 o'clock.
Look, like I said, okay? It's no big deal. We just call my mom.
No,
Amber, you heard what that judge said. You need a lawyer.
Yeah, and I'll find one myself.
Where? In the phone book? You need somebody who knows what they're doing.
You don't think I know what I'm doing?
Amber, listen, I don't want to argue about this anymore. You're getting a lawyer. I'm gonna take him to get a drink of water. Come on, buddy.
Miss Moore.
Yes?
Sherman Gale, attorney at law. I don't mean to intrude, but it sounds like you could use a little help.
Thanks, but I think I have it covered.
Well, these drug cases can be very difficult.
Well, not mine, because I didn't do it.
Yes, well, that's the difficulty. You see, if all of the evidence against you is circumstantial, it's just your word against theirs.
Look, you've handled this type of case before?
It's my specialty. Here, take my card. If you change your mind, give me a call.
Mr. Gale, wait. Maybe you can help me.
Mom, you don't have to keep telling me how you feel about Thorne. I know the look. I've seen it before. With Ridge.
This is different.
That's right, it is. Because this time, I'm not gonna let you do it. You can't keep diving into these relationships, Mom. I know you like to follow your heart. You want to believe that if you love someone enough, everything will just work out. But it never does.
But this time it will. Thorne and I are completely committed to each other.
Yes, but you also have a commitment to your family, to your career and your kids. This decision is going to affect all of that.
Honey, I realize that. I know what I'm doing.
So do I, Mom. We've been down this road before. We've made a good team, you and I. We've been through a lot. But sometimes being your daughter is a challenge. Don't get me wrong, I love you. And I wouldn't trade a minute of my life for anything in the world. But there is a limit to what I can accept, to what this family and society can accept. And this is going too far. I've managed to maintain my self-respect through your affairs with Ridge, your feud with Stephanie and Brooke's bedroom line, but I can't handle this. If you and Thorne insist on this relationship, I can't be a part of it. I'm sorry. I just don't think I could survive it.
Thorne? Are you okay? You seem upset.
No. It's Bridget. She found out about me and Brooke.
How did she take it?
Not too well. She got herself so worked up, she got sick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't seem too surprised.
Well, I'm really not. I mean, given Brooke's history with your family, I knew that Bridget was bound to be shocked.
She was furious. She thinks our relationship is going to ruin her life, you know? We tried to explain that she just refuses to accept it.
Well, Thorne, look, I really don't think that there's anything to worry about. I mean, everything will turn out for the best.
I hope so.
Oh, Thorne, you are such a wonderful, wonderful man. You deserve to be with the woman who loves you. It just may not turn out the way that you thought it would. Life, it's full of twists and it's full of turns, but, you know, something that may be so unattainable to get at one moment may not be the next. If you see something that you need, you cannot give up until you get it.
So you're telling me not to give up on Brooke?
I'm telling you that Bridget's reaction may seem like an obstacle now, but in the future, I think that you'll see it as a blessing in disguise.
I don't see how.
Trust me, Thorne, something good is going to come out of this. Look, I know that you don't see that right now, but someday you will see that as clearly as I stand before you today.